Hi, and welcome to the AdaKay Show. I am AdaKay Brown, and am currently a criminal justice major, and I'm a deaf courtroom commentator. Grab a cup of Java, and let's dive in. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, I hope you had a fabulous weekend. I did. It's been a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'm glad to have you back. We have a lot going on today. We have the Preppy Party Red Room trial. Paul Valle is on Raul Valle, excuse me. I want to call him RuPaul. Oh, sorry, RuPaul. Love you. Anyway, he is on trial for unaliving a person. And then we have this Monica Simatilli sentencing is going to be happening today. Yay! Hopefully we'll have a live video of that. And I just realized my light fell down. I got to go fix it. I'll fix it in a minute. But I want to thank everybody for a wonderful week last week. I got several announcements to make. First of all, we hit 3,000. And it's all because of you and my mods and the fabulous job that y'all have done. The other thing is that April 3rd, we hit 150,000 views. We have now hit 185,000 views this year. That is huge. That to me is, can't believe that many views. So I thank all of you. Welcome first in chat, Miss Erin, then Diane, and then June. Ronnie, one sunny day. Good morning, everybody. June has made our bingo card. It is up and posted. Here is the bingo card. And of course, we do have Miss Diane in the house this morning. We have on the bingo card, withdrawing. Do you recall 3 St. Joe's kids? No objection. Sustained, overruled. Natalia's house, May 14th of 2022. We have, going to strike, objection, hearsay, have we met? Shelton High School, Liffer's mom, any communications? Who threw the first punch? 911, lacrosse team, may I approach? Motorcycle helmet, ID, state exhibit, first punch, blah, blah, blah. What if any? Yep, those are the words. So it can be vertical, it can be any horizontal or crisscross. You can have a total of 22 bingos every time you bingo. Comment, I bingoed, like, that's I shared, I subbed, I liked, and, oh, where's I bingoed? I bingoed. Let me get it. Comment, I bingoed. If you share the live, put I liked, just like that. If you subbed for the first time, put I subbed, and I shared. What happens when you do that? You are entered into a drawing at the end of the month. I am still adding names from the bingo to the wheel. In fact, I may have to cut this in half and do a double drawing because there's too many names to put on the wheel. So we'll figure it out. I got to figure that out. So we have court is already in session. Let's go ahead and dive in. I guess they're just saying
counsel. Anything before we bring the jury in?
And getting
Nothing
all
from
of
the
that
state,
done.
right?
Oh, while they're
Nothing
doing
that's
that,
All right, very good.
I
Thank you. Madam Clerk,
went
we'll bring the jury in.
and did that talk to help raise money for the Service Dogs Inc., who graciously gave me my first service dog and is going to be giving me another one. And they had a silent auction, and I did something. If you notice, something's missing behind me. I donated my hat, and we raised $1,500, I think, for the team. And then the overall nights, I think, was almost either just shy or just over 10,000. They're going to keep on raising money. The organization is going to keep raising money for the whole entire year. Their estimated potential raising income will be 150,000. You guys have no idea how wonderful that is. I had a PowerPoint presentation. I will share that with you later at lunch or break.
Good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
But
Counsel,
it
I'd
was a
ask you to
good
stipulate
thing.
to the presence of all of our jurors here this morning.
It was a good
State will
thing.
stipulate,
It
Your
was
Honor.
healing
Defense
for
will stipulate,
me
Your Honor.
to do that.
Okay.
So it was awesome. Awesome.
Mrs.
Okay,
State,
as soon as
prepared
they
to call
get their
its next
sound
witness.
up,
We are, Your
because
Honor.
we
State
don't
calls
have
Tyler
sound.
Rich to the stand.
I
Thank
love
you.
that their photographer's sitting over there against the wall. He would look better in all khakis instead of that gray shirt. You're supposed to blend in, dude. Why do I not have court sound? Does anybody have court sound? Or is it just me? I'm going to go back over to YouTube and look this up again and see if it's just them. Okay, do y'all have sound for court? I don't hear sound, do you? Why do I not have sound? I don't have sound in my ears. Okay, guys, what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to pause this. I'm going to disappear for a minute, but y'all are going to stay. I'm going to reboot this program, but don't y'all go anywhere, okay? I'm going to exit out of here and come back. Diane, I'll bring you back in.
.43 Laurel Glen Drive, shuttle.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
You may be seated. Thank
I
you.
still have no sound in this courtroom on my ears. What?
Good morning, Tyler.
Morning.
Do me a favor, keep your voice up. The acoustics are a little bit bad in this because we have an AC unit that's running. So just sit close to that microphone, okay?
No
I'm going to
problem.
mute, but y'all keep going.
Tyler, how old are you?
I'm 21.
And do you work?
I do work.
And what do you do for a living?
I am a plumber.
And how long have you been doing that?
Since I graduated high school, I've been full time.
And who do you work for?
I work for a family business.
And do you know why you're here today?
I do.
And why are you here today?
Because of events that happened on May 14th, 2022.
And have you and I met before your testimony today?
We have
And why did we meet?
to go over those events.
And I'm going to direct your attention to May 14th of 2022. How old were you back then?
I was 18 at the time.
And what school, were you in school?
Yep, Shelton High.
And what year were you?
I was a senior.
Were you a graduating senior or a rising senior?
No, I was graduating.
And I want to direct your attention to your house, okay? Showing you State's Exhibit 4. Are you familiar with State's Exhibit 4?
Yes, I am.
And what is State's Exhibit 4?
That is my house.
And on May 14th of 22, did you have people at your house that evening?
I did.
Can you please explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury the circumstances surrounding having people at your house earlier that night? How did it start?
It just started with a couple buddies at my house. As time went on, a couple more of our buddies ended up showing up. And some of our older friends that were home for like the first weekend from their freshman year of college ended up coming by, and they kind of just stuck around, I guess.
What time would you say you had friends initially come over? What time of day was it?
I'm not exactly sure. I'd probably say somewhere around like 7, 8 o'clock.
And when you had people come over the house, what kind of things were you doing at the house?
We were just hanging out in the basement, having normal conversations, maybe drinking a few beers.
Okay. And that night, were you drinking beer?
I had 1 or 2.
Okay. And I want to ask you, are you familiar with an individual by the name of Faison Teal?
Yes, I
And
am.
how are you familiar with him?
I went to school with him. I played football with him, and I actually used to give him a ride to school every morning.
Showing you States 54. Do you know who this individual is here?
Yes, I do.
Who is that?
That is Faison Teal.
Are you familiar with an individual by the name of Tommy Conley?
AdaKay, no sound. AdaKay, no sound. Nothing. No courtroom. Hey, Walter.
I am.
How are you familiar with Tommy Conley?
I went to school with him. We have mutual friends. He's a year older than me, but we used to hang out before he graduated.
I'll show you States Exhibit 55. Can you tell us who is that in States 55?
This is Tommy Connery.
Are you familiar with Ryan Hines?
I am.
How are you familiar with Ryan Hines?
I went to high school with him. He played football, and I was actually one of his captains senior year on the football team.
Showing you States 56. Can you tell us who is in States 56?
Yes, this is Ryan Hines.
And finally, are you familiar with an individual by the name of Jimmy McGrath?
I am.
How are you familiar with Jimmy McGrath?
He's from Shelton. We grew up with the same friend group, so we've always been around each other. Even though he went to prep for high school, we still hung out very often and had the same friend group. So, and he was one of my best friends prior to the event.
Showing you States 57. Who is in States 57?
This is Jimmy McGrath.
Now, are you familiar with Ricky Fiola?
I am.
How are you familiar with him?
Grew up with him, same friend group. Played football with him. I was also his captain as well. But yeah, we're friends.
How about Sal Perry?
One of my best friends for a very long time.
What about Mike Sampieri? You know Mike Sampieri?
I do know Mike
How do
Sampieri.
you know him?
Also another good friend of mine for a long time.
How about Alex Bernstein?
Alex, I don't really know. The night all this happened was the first time I ever met him.
How about Charlie Connery?
Charlie, yes, that's Tommy's little brother. He was in the grade under me.
How about Jake Villalobos?
Yep, one of my best friends since first grade.
And how about Matt Lockovich?
Also one of my best friends since we were little.
Now, the people I just mentioned, were they present at your house on May 14th of 22?
Yes, they were.
Okay. And did you invite them over?
Yes, I did.
Now, directing your attention to later on in that evening, was there an occasion where Ryan Hines and Griffin Marcinzik, do you know Griffin?
I do.
And how do you know Griffin?
I was also his football captain my senior year as well. I played football with him.
Was there an occasion that night where Ryan and Griffin came to your house later on in the night?
So they did show up there. They told me that Hines had been jumped. And my response to them was, I have too many people here already. If you guys need to hang out here until you could get a ride, that is all right. But you cannot stay.
So what time of night was it when Ryan and Griffin showed up? Do you recall?
I don't know exactly what time it was.
Was it light out or was it dark?
It was dark.
And at that point in time when Ryan and Griffin showed up, about how many people would you say were at your house?
At the point they showed up, everybody who had came that night was already there, besides for Tanner and Alex, because I was told that the only reason they were coming was to give them a ride from my house. So I would say there was probably about 30 people total.
And did there have any, withdrawn, when you had these 30 people at the house, were people drinking at your house?
Yeah, a little bit.
What kind of things were people drinking?
There was just some beer there. Maybe some of the girls had some seltzers. Nothing crazy. It wasn't an open keg, open cooler party as it was made to be by the media.
Yes, I can talk. You can't hear me? My mic is on. My mic is on.
Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I hope you have an awesome day. Till next time, take care.